everybody, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Looks like OBS it's working again. Alright, so today we have adjusted the confirmation Fibonacci in an uptrend, right? So before we move forward, alright everybody, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Looks like it's in Portuguese. OBS it's working again. Alright everybody, so no manual today. It's alright, right? Uptrend, right? So yeah, how are you? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday today. Alright, just the confirmation Fibonacci in an uptrend. It's in Portuguese. OBS it's working again. So we need to change, right? No manual today. It's alright, right? So yeah, how are you? Happy Tuesday. AUD CAD in a downtrend, AUD-CHF not enough, AUD-JPY. Wow, AUD-JPY is going to be nice. So we need to change. Course FTUs. But yeah, how are you? Happy Tuesday. AUD CAD in a downtrend, AUD-CHF not enough, AUD-JPY. Wow, AUD-JPY is going to be nice. So we need to change. Course FTUs open. Where is AUD-JPY? Tuesday. AUD CAD in a downtrend, AUD-CHF Did we have a news release Tuesday? Well, so we need to nothing relevant. Economic maybe open. Where is AUD? But it's all yellow, right? So tomorrow it's Wednesday. Tomorrow is going to be the red one. If you ask me, right? Did we have a news release? Right, JPY. Let's start with the daily today. Nothing relevant, right? Economic day and open as always. But it's all yellow, right? Tomorrow it's Wednesday. Tomorrow is going to be the red one. This is going to be the original Fibonacci. Right, JPY. Let's start with the daily today. Right? Economic day and as always. But it's all yellow, right? Tomorrow it's Wednesday. Tomorrow is going to be the red one. This is going to be the original. So how to adjust the confirmation Fibonacci in an uptrend? Let's start with the day. Everybody will delete this one, delete this one, delete this one. Day always. Right? So far this is the AUD-JPY daily chart. This is the. So how to adjust the original Fibonacci on the daily chart? So let's everybody delete this one, delete this one. This is our original A. That's our original B. So far and our original chart is going to be from this is the. Lowest point, original Fibonacci on the chart, inside the AB boundary before the market is appropriate the extension, right? That's our original B. Second, so far and our original chart is going to be from this is the. So this is the A, this is the B, then the C, and we've learned that everybody before the market we start approaching the extension, right? Drawing the original Fibonacci B second from the C, right? So far and our original chart is going to be from this is the. So this is the A, this is the B, then the C, and we've learned that everybody before the market we start approaching the extension, right? Drawing the original Fibonacci B second, right? Everybody from the C. And our original. Boss, what if the C changes? Well, then you need to readjust the Fibonacci, right? So this is a great question, by the way. This was the C back in time, so your chart is confirmation Fibonacci from here, but then the market went into a deeper retracement on the C. So you need to readjust the C. What if the C changes? Right? Then you need to readjust the Fibonacci. So we need some text again. We have to change. This was the C back in time. So your chart is confirmation Fibonacci program, right? So this is nice. The market went into a deeper retracement. So we have our to readjust A. What if the C changes? And then we're going to clone. So this is going to be again. We have to change this is time. So you always right click clone program. Edit label right click is going to be more options. So we have our to readjust one time clone and right click edit label. So this is going to be the sub again. We have to change and we're going to go in click clone program. Edit label right click is going to be more options. What are we doing? We are going to confirm one time clone if we have a trade or not on ADJPY daily chart. So this is going to be the sub again. Hello, good green. We're going to go in click clone program. Edit label right click is going to be more options. What can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Sound check, sound check. And filters. Sound Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Sound check, sound check. And filters. Sound check, sound check. Is it better? Sound check, sound check. Alright, I'm going to continue. You tell me if it's better, alright? So ADJPY, we are here. That's the C. So sub A starts at the C, and the first high as soon as possible is the sub B, everybody. Fibonacci retracement tool from sub B to sub A. Yes, it's much better. Alright, very good. So sub A to sub B. The sub C is the lowest point, not necessarily a low, inside the sub A B boundary, after the sub B, before the market hit the sub D appropriate extension. Alright, everybody, so green goes to green, and we're going to change the color like this one. We're going to change the line like this one. Alright, so that's the sub A and that's the sub B, and as always readjusting the confirmation Fibonacci. So sub A goes to sub C, sub A goes to sub C, and sub B goes to sub D. As you can see, everybody, the market didn't stop at the projected sub D extension, so we are looking for the next high, right? So moving forward, moving forward, moving forward, bam, there you go. Up in here, this is our new sub B. Up in here, Fibonacci retracement tool from high to, from sub B to sub A. Moving our sub C, moving our sub C, and moving our sub D, zooming out a little bit. Oh, we are here. So this is our sub C, everybody, and our projected sub D extension. It's up in here. If you miss the trade on the original Fibonacci, and if you miss the trade on the Fibonacci, the confirmation, then you need to wait. But let me check if I have on the 4-hour chart, maybe on some currency pairs I do. Not sure about this. Oh, Fibonacci doesn't work on up and down, and the market broke, so Fibonacci doesn't work on AUD JPY 4-hour chart, everybody, as you can see. And now it breaks a lot, right? Boss, why this happens? Well, it was in consolidation. Fibonacci doesn't work in consolidation, everybody. And let's go to the next one. Let's go on the daily, let's find another one. So Euro AUD, maybe? Euro AUD daily chart. Give it a second. Euro AUD daily chart. That's the daily chart, and well, we have the confirmation Fibonacci. Alright, great example. Everybody, great example, right? Something new today to learn. This is Euro AUD daily chart, and we've learned that we are going to start our confirmation Fibonacci at the C, right? So we need to do this original Fibonacci save, and we need to find a contrarian. We need to find a contrarian Fibonacci. Right, F11. Give me a second, everybody. We need to get out of this one. Hopefully, contrary. Alright, so settings. Well, alright, no big deal. Let's go out of this one. F11. Let's go back on the daily. Alright, so we're going to click on this one, settings, and this is going to be white and white and white, and this is going to be white. Alright, okay, what else can we do? Well, okay, let's get this. So orange, orange, and this one is going to be orange. Alright, let me just check. And this is going to be our contrarian Fibonacci. Save, so click up in here, original, there you go. Is the use of the contrarian to find the conformance of the contrarian Fibonacci? Can we use the contrarian Fibonacci to find the contrarian sub C? The answer is yes, Sam. The answer is yes. Alright, everybody, so we are going to chart. So this is how it goes, right? We are going to chart the confirmation Fibonacci, and we talked about that it starts with the capital C. Now we need to put some letters in here. Give me a second. So it's going to be blue, alright, and it's going to be 18, so it's going to be sub. Focus on this lesson, everybody, to learn the Fibonacci's, alright? So sub A, and because we're going to have a great example right now. Sub A, clone, right click, edit label, sub B, right click, clone, right click, edit label, sub C, one more time, right click, clone, right click, edit label, and sub D, alright? Boss, the market is going to break the confirmation Fibonacci. Yes, that's why this is going to be a great lesson today, to learn how the Fibonacci works. The three of them. So we have capital A, capital B, capital C, right, everybody? And let's say that we are here, so we missed the C. We didn't enter at the best entry, talking about the Fibonacci, so we're going to help us with the Fibonacci, the confirmation Fibonacci. So from here to here, this is our sub A, sub B, and we are looking for an entry on the subs, alright? We're looking for an entry on the subs. So we are monitoring the market, counter trend line break, the market's falling down, and bam! Would this be an entry on the confirmation Fibonacci, everybody? What do you think? There is no right or wrong. Yeah, we are on the daily just because it's slower and doesn't move much. Would this be a good entry on the sub C? Counter trend line break, bullish candlestick formation, we learned all of this. Markets making hard highs, hard lows. I agree with you, risk reward ratio maybe not ideal, right? So this would be the stop loss on the sub A, which equals the capital C. So risk reward ratio, it's not favorable. Now what can we do? We can put the stop loss on the sub C, which is, this is the lowest point, right? It's an option, it's an option. It's an option, exactly. Okay, everybody, so let's say that we enter this trade and we're moving. Let's see how this is going to go, going up and moving and doing fine, and almost bam, hit our take profit. So we're going to wait for a high, 1, 2, and now we are going to readjust our confirmation Fibonacci in an uptrend. As always, sub A goes to sub C, right? Nothing special, you've learned this already, everybody. And sub B goes to sub D, which is up in here. And we're going to connect sub B to sub A, and we have a new Fibonacci of the confirmation. Monitoring the market, we're looking for an entry on the sub C. We're looking for a counter trend line break and going down, so counter trend line break, you know, it's here from the top, almost zooming in. This is the sub C. We're monitoring the market. Yes, this is just an exercise. Yes, you can do this on the 1 hour chart, 2 hour chart, 4 hour chart, but I wanted to, so we are waiting and waiting, maybe waiting and monitoring. So talking about, this is one counter trend line break, and if you want to have the aggressive one, this would be the second, and you know, for the exercise purpose, alright, now this would be the aggressive counter trend line break. You need to be very careful, everybody, because you are still buying a downtrend, alright? So you can enter in here, or you can wait for the market to break the original counter trend line. Anyways, let's do this, right? So our entry, stop loss down in here, and the market went to red on the sub A, so we're going to clone. Our take profit is going to be on the red too. Not the best trade, not the best entry, not the best, I mean it's a great entry but not the best risk reward ratio. 1 per 1.5, and let's see how this is going to play out. So the market's moving up, it's moving up and down and sideways and consolidation and going down and bam. This is where I want to go with you today, everybody. This is where I want to go. So the market stopped us out on our Fibonacci of the confirmation. We entered the market, so trade management wise, you know, we most likely made some profits, but then the market reversed and stopped us out on the A. Can you see it? Can you see it, everybody? Dukascope, YouTube, student traders, can you see it? That the market stopped us out on the confirmation Fibonacci? Type in the chat, yes, I can see it. Type in the chat, no, I can't. Can you see it, everybody? The market stopped us out on the... Boss, as far as I remember, we cannot draw an aggressive counter trend line. True, it's, as I said, it's for the exercise purpose, right? But even if you delete the first one and the second one, you had an entry here. Everybody, can you see the market stop us out on this sub A? Alright, so here is the question. Now what should you do? I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to zoom out and do something like this. You have the original Fibonacci, capital A, capital B, capital C, and now you have a confirmation Fibonacci that was stopped out. So now what? Here is the question, what should you do? Should you wait? Should you wait and start a new confirmation Fibonacci? Should you start to chart the contrarian Fibonacci? What should you do? Or should you simply enter again and trade the original Fibonacci? See, everybody, we have different things to do. Different options. Text here. The market stopped us out on the sub A of the confirmation Fibonacci. Now we have a few options, not rules, options. I'm asking you to think. Number one, trade just the original Fibonacci. Number two, start charting the contrarian, contra Fibonacci. Number three, start a new confirmation Fibonacci, what would you do? What would you do, everybody? Sam says it is now a new short-term trend, so we cannot trade the original one. Well, if you put the, talking about risk-reward ratio, if you put the stop loss on the C, you can, right? Everybody, there is no right or wrong. What would be the logical, and I'm talking about logic, common sense. What would be the logical thing to do? If this is the original Fibonacci, alright, and price action goes like this, and price action goes like this, and now price action is like this, what would you do? Sam says start a new confirmation. If the market broke the confirmation Fibonacci, what does this mean? You have one more sucker that you've learned to use, to have a better understanding, to have a better view, to have a better alignment, to have a better probability. When the market broke the Fibonacci of the confirmation Fibonacci, this is the price action trying to tell us something. Make sense? No, there is no right or wrong. This is the price action trying to tell us something. Make sense? Alright, so what I'm going to do all of them, alright? That's me. Okay? This is what I'm going to do. So the market broke the confirmation. The confirmation, it's not valid anymore, so out. Alright? Out, 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 out. Not valid anymore, out. You can clean it out from the chart. It's not valid anymore, but I'm going to do both of them. I'm going to start and chart the contrarian Fibonacci, alright? Why? Great question. What do you think? I'm going to give you an answer, don't worry, but think, why would I start charting a contrarian? Sub A. Is there a logic behind what I'm doing? Sub A, clone, right click, edit label, sub B, right click, clone, right click, edit label, sub C, and one last time, clone, right click, edit label, sub D. Boss, I don't know, think. Why would I start to chart? No, I didn't say I'm going to trade. I'm just start to chart. Everybody pen and paper, alright? My motivation to start charting the contrarian is, the reason is because the market broke the Fibonacci of the confirmation. Make sense? So this is not valid anymore. That one, it's not valid anymore. This is the reason. Okay? So this is the sub A, sub B, and I'm going to readjust it. So Y it goes to Y. This is the second one. That's the second one. Contrarian Fibonacci this time. Alright? So now this is the sub A, that's the sub B, that's the sub C, that's the sub C, and I'm not sure if it went right here, and did we hit the orange? Yes, we did. So sub D, it's the orange one. After this one, orange one, sub D is here. So again, sub A goes to here, sub B goes to sub D. I'm moving the pivot, I shouldn't, but sometimes this happens. So that's the sub B, orange goes to orange, and from here to here. Alright, now we are here as per chart. Now let's see what is going to happen. We are monitoring the chart, alright, and monitoring the chart, alright, and now we're going to zoom in a little bit, zoom in, like this. So talking about the contrarian, that's the sub C, and down in here, the white one, that's the sub D, alright. Can I start charting, or should I start charting the confirmation if the chart is like this? What's the answer? Do you need to check the hard time frame? Always. Great question, Sam. When it comes to the trading, the Fibonacci pattern, always check the hard time frames. Yes. Do we have an uptrend? Everybody? Do we have an uptrend? We have this sub A and sub B. Yes, we do. We have enough data. But from the pictures that we've learned, the use of the confirmation Fibonacci is to confirm trend direction from the original one. Does this make sense? So if I start to chart the confirmation Fibonacci right now, hopefully it's not going to be too complex, you know. Do I have an uptrend? No, it's not wrong. You can do this. It's not a problem. But I just want you to spare some work. Make sense? Exactly. Time. Talking about probabilities, the market is going to, the Fibonacci sequence and your trade, if you are in the Fibonacci trade, is going to have a higher probability or a better probability when the market breaks the the contrarian Fibonacci. So if I put the confirmation, now you have the three of them. If I put the confirmation Fibonacci on the chart, sub A, sub B most likely. I'm going to put this down in here. I need to zoom in the chart. Alright, so that's the low and the first high. I'm going to delete this one, everybody. Delete and delete. Looking for a high. So sub B. It's a high. Oh, it's here. We have a high in here. So Fibonacci, there you go. That's the confirmation. confirmation Fibonacci, original, alright, sub C, sub D, green goes to green. So we're going to readjust the confirmation Fibonacci in an uptrend. That's the high and that's the low. So sub C in here, sub A goes to sub C, and sub B goes to sub D, exactly. Take a good look, everybody, because this is an example when you have the 3 Fibonaccis on the chart and the 3 of them are active. Take a good look at it. Alright? So, arrow. Take a good look, everybody. You have the original one, A, B, C, still working, it waits up. You have the original Fibonacci on Euro AUD daily chart. Alright? It's still valid. Then you have the red, sub A, sub B, sub C. You have the contrarian Fibonacci, still valid. And you have the confirmation Fibonacci, the blue sub A, sub B on the chart, also still valid. This is going to happen time to time. Alright? Now, you know of course which one is stronger, which one is the strongest force. Who is the grandfather? Who is the grandfather? The 3 of them, alright. So who is the grandfather? Who is the grandfather? Who is the father? And who is the son? You have the 3 Fibonaccis right now on a live chart, Euro AUD daily chart. The 3 of them are active, meaning the market didn't stop you out on the capital A or the sub A or the sub A. All the three of them are active. Which one is going to lose 7 times out of 10 and which one is going to win 7 times out of 10? That's the question in order for you to make money, right? What would you do? Take a good look at, make a screenshot photo. Student traders on YouTube, type in the chat please, who is the strongest force? Who is the grandfather? Is the original Fibonacci the grandfather? Is the contrarian Fibonacci the grandfather? Or is the confirmation Fibonacci the grandfather? Yeah, we're just joking because the grandpa is the chief of the family, right? Not the father. The grandpa is the chief. Grandpa says to the father to go buy me some cigarettes or whatever, you know. Go to the supermarket. No, those are not the same. I know that you lost on the everybody, that's the game, right? I know that we've lost on the Fibonacci, on the confirmation Fibonacci in here, right? But price action now it's moving up again. You don't have an uptrend yet, but you have enough data to chart. Make sense? So some of you are scared, oh, I'm going to buy or I'm not going to buy, I bought before, the market stopped me out. Now we have the contrarian Fibonacci still active. If the contrarian is broken, it's trading chance 80%. No? The 80% chance it's only on the confirmed C, SAM. Alright? Everybody, don't invent hot water. There is only one rule from the Fibonacci theory, and it's the confirmed C gives you the probabilities. Alright? This one, the circle, not up in here. This is another story right now. Captain Suresh, the original Fibonacci one wins. Correct. So everybody, the strongest force that is going to win is the capital A, capital B, capital C. So this is the grandfather. Alright? And the father is not the contrarian, the confirmation Fibonacci, everybody. 7 times out of 10. If it's not in consolidation, we clarified. I clarified to you that Fibonacci in consolidation doesn't work. But when the market waves, okay, the strongest force is the grandfather is the original Fibonacci. Then there is a fight between the confirmation and the contrarian, but the confirmation, logically, because it's a confirmation of the original sequence, it's stronger than the contrarian. Boss, what if you're afraid? Stay out. Stay out. Make sense? So I would not enter. I mean, we have the Fibonacci of the confirmation. Everybody, learn this, alright? If you want, before you come to the Fibonacci mastery and become like Douglas, alright, making $3,000 in 1 month, you know, learn this, that even though you have the confirmation Fibonacci, look at the green line, we are still in a downtrend. Does this make sense? Can you see it on the chart? Now, let's move forward. Let's see what is going to happen. Now you have an uptrend, right? Now you have high to low, low to high. Okay, everybody? So, risk-reward ratio again, not worth it maybe. So let's see how it's going to play out. Now there is a fight. Alright, I'm going to delete the green line. So now the contrarian and the confirmation are fighting for control. You have bulls and bears, and we are here right now. This is the state of euro dollar on the daily chart today. Here is the question. Would you short the contrarian because you have a signal, and the signal is, and this is no recommendation, everybody, we're here to learn. The signal is that it's going to go from red to red, from blue to blue, blue to blue, shorting the sub A, sub B, the red one, sub A, sub B, sub C. That's one option. Another option is to put a counter trendline break on the confirmation Fibonacci, and when the market high to low, low to high, high to low, when the market breaks out and hopefully crowns, then you buy it. Alright? Yes, maybe maybe somebody is saying, oh, maybe we are in consolidation. So let's delete this one, not relevant anymore. Delete this one, delete this one. Let's clean up the chart a little bit, shall we? Alright, clean up a little bit the chart. So maybe, just maybe, we are in consolidation too. So if it's a consolidation trade, then if it's consolidation, then none of them are going to win. It's just going to stall in here. Maybe it could touch, or maybe it could hit the orange, right? Otherwise it's going to be in here. Alright everybody, thank you for today, thank you for your time. See you back tomorrow with another Fibonacci lesson. Hopefully you are learning. If not, send me questions. And see you back tomorrow. Until tomorrow, stay strong and study the Fibonacci's like a boss. Alright, this is the boss.